I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah. Jumpin', them boys up to something.
Please be advised of the disclaimers. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So we're entering into the last week in January, and are we headed for another pullback in the market? Are we headed for another small correction or sell-off? I think yes, of course. And let me show you why. Let's get into the analysis of that. Before we head into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Definitely help me out. And let's look at futures right now. We're seeing a small sell-off. Again, today was a holiday due to Martin Luther King holiday, so we had that long weekend for anybody that had work. That's a great day to spend some time to not only acknowledge his great accomplishments, but also get some education in trading as well. Let's go ahead and look at S&P 500 right now. So Friday, it had a very strong close. Again, we're heading into highs region and previous pullback area. So not only did the week finish very strong, we had a steady continuous uptrend. We thought we'd get a small sell-off at least at that 260 rejection area, but we had news back to back which brought up S&P 500 all the way to 267. So let's look at the overall chart on this. So let's jump back into the yearly and look at what happened in the previous charts and look at how it's going to affect us. So ignore this section right here. So anywhere from there to there, ignore that section right now. So let's look at this. So what happened? This is an easy triple top pattern, which I go over in my mentorship session, which you can find on the website on pinnacletrading.us. You can sign up for a mentorship one-to-one. We have a triple top test right here, and if you can identify that pattern, I called it out as soon as I saw it forming here that would at least pull back to 250 and maybe even lower, and we'll look what happened, pull back all the way down to 230. So what's going on right now? We're seeing that bounce off. Again, this was at the end of the year sell-off. Not only that, but we had a huge rally in the markets. We're due for a correction, and people thought we're going to recession. A lot of news going on, political issues. So we did get that sell-off, but what happened? We did get that nice bounce back. We see that EMA pointing upwards and on a continuous upward trend. But if you zoom in a little bit, again, you can see that not only did it bounce back from 230 to 250 and broke through, we had that small sell-off here, and then we had that second push. That's the trends that we usually see. We see a small reversal, pull back, fake out people, and then we see the pull up. So what's going on right here? We're seeing the same thing right there in that section. Let me zoom in on that section. We're seeing that sell-off and boom, up. So look at the MACD and RSI. You see overbought region, getting into the overbought region, way up in the high above 70 and slowly coming down on the 30-day, and see my RSI coming down, MACD coming down as well on this. So what's going on right now? Why did we get that jump? That was because investors came back in. As soon as January hit, they took their losses. They can write them off, and people just sold off, shook out people, capitulation. I'm not going to explain how that works, but as soon as we see that jump back up, we're seeing markets come up, and look at how fast it rose from 233 area all the way up to almost getting that 270, and that's a big area to watch as its previous support. Since it broke, now it's near resistance at that 270. So I'm looking for markets to get rejected off that 270 area and then come back down and then pull back all the way down to maybe 260. If we do break that support, then expect it to come back down 250 by 250 area. I see a 250 area as a big support, and let's look at the Fibonacci on this one. And this will be going into very specifics, and if you are a member, you do have this script that I gave out to everyone, each and every one of my members, so they can follow along with mine. So we see, we're heading into that resistance test of the 270.95, and it's been that 270 has been that big resistance right now since it was a big support earlier, and we should see it easily breakthrough of this support right here, 263.85, and then should definitely break down to 260. Test that. If it doesn't bounce back over that, expect it to come down to the 255 and 250 area. Why I say 250 is a strong support area is that support is below it. So not only that, usually the whole dollar support when it does hit that 250, it may go $1 or $2 below and bounce back very fast. But 250, I see it as a solid support right now. So expect every $20 move to be a support for next time. So when we see this go up to maybe 280, 290, expect the next support to be at 270 and then 290 and so on. That's how I've seen the pattern play out before, and that's how it has worked out. So let's jump back into the study set right here. So that was the Fibonacci, and I'm explaining why we're seeing markets come back up very fast as well. Not only we're seeing banks coming up too fast, we're seeing the 3x ETFs come back up very fast as well. We're seeing the Dow come up really fast. Let's get into the Dow futures on that. So we're seeing S&P 500 futures, and we're seeing the mini Dow futures on this as well. So you can see a lot of stocks and the rest of the markets coming back up too fast. Especially, I talked about this in my last video, Square stock. Look at the 50 bounce and then all the way up to 70. So expect a sell-off in the coming weeks. And we have big earnings at the end of the month, like Apple, FANG stocks, and many more. But expect a sell-off, or at least a pullback down to that 255 area. And if it does break that support, expect to be next big support 250, but definitely expect a sell-off and after that rejection off that 270. That's my analysis on the markets right now, but let's see how it plays out. So guys, if this helped you out, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button next to it to stay notified, and make sure to support Pinnacle Trading on our social media that we have here. And I did open up a chat room in StockTwits, and I'll be posting some stuff on there. If you guys do use that, you can head over to Pinnacle Trading chat room on there. And if you do want to join our membership for live trading alerts, this is what some of the alerts look like. We have the options alerts, and we also have swing trading alerts. And here are some our recent winners. So we had many overnight winners, swing trade winners, investment winners. So that's how the chat room has been running. And we do have our membership plans here. We have the simple month-to-month plan pricing, 6 and 12-month plans, which will save you money in the long run as well. And if you do want to grab that mentorship plan, which I opened recently, you can have a live one-to-one mentorship with me where we can cover from basic to advanced trading strategies. And not only that, but we can go over investment for retirement and many more as well in that. So make sure to head over to pinnacletrading.us and head over to the membership tab to see the plans on there. Hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you again later in a few days. I want to see markets pull back again. As I said, expected to pull back to at least at 260 this week. That's the area that I'm looking for it to pull back to. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.